Hello. Thank you for proving the suspicion that the best drinking happens in allotments. And this is our 13-year-old, and it's absolutely delicious. It's just a really lovely whiskey that honours the heritage bourbon cask whiskey. Okay, so it's got this incredible colour. And just to tell you a wee bit more about the incredible colour, and one of the reasons is because 95% of our whiskies is first fill, and that means we take the cask, we put our spirit in it, we take our whiskey out and we sell the cask on. So we're getting all the flavour from the cask, okay? That's why it has such an amazing colour and it has such an amazing flavour, okay? So that's why. So the 13-year-old. Now, in the past, Bladnoch would have been like an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old version of this, but now this is 13-year-old. And it's amazing what a few more years that difference can make. Now, give it a good sniff, and give it a sip, let it coat the inside of your mouth, let it trickle down the back. First one.
Come and get them then.
This kind of replaces a 14-year-old Oloroso sherry, and so the first obvious thing is like fruitcake. It's like Christmas cake in a glass, right? So you're getting all those nuts, all those fruit. But what the 16-year-old delivers is it's smoother and it's spicier, and you start to get those lovely root spice notes. You start to get a bit hint of nutmeg. But for me, the real delight of the 16-year-old is it's got this most incredible long finish of chocolate. You feel like you've eaten a bar of chocolate, but you've not. You've just got this chocolate glow, like that Ready Beck glow that you used to see in the telly. But that chocolate glow from drinking a glass of the 16-year-old, it's absolutely fantastic. So it's a really lovely, smooth whiskey. It's delicious. But the nice thing about the Alinta, it's actually peatier, it's smokier on the nose than in the finish.
I was going to say, you can smell it when it's poured, you can smell it.
Yeah, and so it smells smokier than it actually is in the finish. Yeah, exactly, and it's it's bourbon and Pedro Jimenez sherry, so it's really, it's vanilla, sultanas, the tasting notes basically, it's like smoky ice cream. Yeah, smoky ice cream. I think because of the complexity. No, that's a non-name. Take the ticket. Does that make sense? Right, see this?
Yeah.
Trying to explain this is like trying to talk you through the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Right, there's a lot. Oh God, there's a lot that's gone into this whiskey. Okay, right, so first of all, have you heard of the Solera process? Right, so the Solera process is basically, it comes from sherry making. It's the idea of what you do is, you're mixing sherries in an enormous sherry tun. Now, a sherry tun is like 1,500 litres, okay, so huge big casks. And so when you make sherries, you mix sherry in a big sherry tun, and then what you do is you can take some out and bottle it and sell it, but then what you do is you put it into another sherry tun and mix more. And what you're doing, so that means you're constantly adding, there's this kind of base layer, this history of stuff that's been there before and you can add it and add it and add it, which means you've got this constant base of complexity which is growing and growing and growing. So it's a fantastic way to really start. It's like you're making your own blend basically. Right. Blends means in Scotland a blend of distilleries, but what you're doing is you're mixing all these whiskies together to really start to get this really complex interactive layer, because maturation's got three processes. It's basically additive, subtractive and interactive. And subtractive is what the cask takes out. So most the volatile alcohols, it's going to take things out of there. But also additive is the flavour you get from the cask. But the real mystery is the interactive. It's what all the chemicals do together. And the Solera process is really exploiting that, because it's almost like a wee thing, it's a roll of the dice. You think, oh, what happens when we keep building up this interactive complexity that rolls on and rolls on. It's like a Polish hunter stew. You can keep it on the hob for years or centuries. You're always adding to it, taking away, adding to it, taking away. So you're getting that really, really complex flavour base. And we started this actually quite a few years ago, about 7 years ago, with the waterfall, okay? And it was the waterfall range. And the idea is basically we mix different ages. I mean, when you talk about different ages, maybe like the youngest might be a 10-year-old, but you're getting some 30-year-old stuff in there as well. So it's good stuff, right? Fling it in there, and then you're going to take some out, and then put it into another sherry tun, and of a different cask type. And the idea is that when you buy one every year, you're getting to taste the change. You're getting to experience how it progresses with a different kind of basically additional cask put through there. So there's loads of different cask types. There's like Oloroso sherry. There's port. There's bourbon casks. There's even Tokai. That's a Hungarian dessert wine, which is fantastic. So it basically goes on and goes on. And so we had the Waterfall 5 that finished triumphantly with a whiskey with the consistency of treacle, and it looked like treacle. It was incredible stuff, and it tasted like sugary dates. It was almost like a date liqueur. It was fantastic. And there was some left over, so what we did is we started from the Waterfall, the Wave. So we started the Wave, and basically added these sort of rechar butts. And then the second year was basically different aged, basically bourbon casks, first fill bourbon casks. So basically the Wave 1 is obviously containing more of the Waterfall 5, but then we've got the Wave 2 for you to taste. So this is a wee bit of fun, a wee fun experiment. It's basically you're tasting, you're trying Wave 1, and then you're going to try Wave 2, okay, with these additional aged bourbon casks. So there's lots of different whiskies in there. Now, the one thing you'll notice though is it's a wee bit hotter in terms of alcohol content, but still really, really smooth. It's 53%, okay? So Wave 1's 53%. Madam is correct. That's all the tasting notes you need to know. That's pretty much it. But it's a wee bit. Do you know the thing about the Wave 2 is it's the Wave 1 which you know, but it's another year and another sherry tun, so it's taking on that sherry flavour, the Manzanilla sherry, but also it's actually a mixture of different aged bourbon casks, which are bourbon barrels. So there's actually quite a lot different ages. You've got like 30-year-old, you've got like 20-year-old, like 12-year-olds. You know, there's a big mix of bourbon casks, and it's surprising how different it is, isn't it? In the way, so it's from the Wave 1. Okay, really quite different. Now the reason why we were getting healing whips and whirls is because the alcohol content is considerably higher, but I think the genius of the Wave 2 is it managed to hide its alcohol really well. It's 57%, so it's 57% alcohol, but it hides it well, and basically it's like it's almost like it's both acidic and fatty. It's like an acidic, fatty, creamy whiskey. So you're getting lots of things like, I think it sums it all up with grapefruit. It's like a really sort of citrusy, quite a sharp grapefruity, pineapple, grapefruit and ginger. So whether or not that makes any sense to you, but it's much more those sort of citrusy notes.
It's dry.
Yes, it is.
It's dry.
It is. It is.
They have it at
So it's been a fantastic evening with Girvan Community Gardens. Fantastic hospitality, a great crowd, very engaged, very interested, very thirsty as well, I've noticed. Really enjoyed the drams. We had 5 fantastic whiskies, and there was even a wee warm-up act, somewhat amusing Czech nip to start off the night, then the 5 Bladnochs, and the night is continuing, so Lord knows the nick of people in the morning. But it's a great experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I know that other people here had a fantastic time. Okay.